Hi.
What's the latest on team news for the players?
Yeah. You know that Kevin Danzo is suspended, so he's not available. Everybody is back from the international games without injuries, so this is the good news. The bad news is that Nathan is still not available for us, and with Musa it looks better. If it's enough for playing on the weekend, we have to look. And yeah, Michael is in the training sessions again, so, and also Ryan trains with the team. There are options, and yeah, the rest is fit.
In terms of Redmond, has there been good signs of progress, or?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, because of the suspended players, we have to look for a new left back, and he can be one option for me. Yes.
That's great. And in terms of the international break, did that come at a perfect time for Saints, or given the run of form you had up until that, was it a bad break in that sense?
Oh, it was a good break for us. After the first 4 games with the injured players, we had time to work with them and bring them back. And yeah, this time we need it. And because of the last week where we get a few wins and a few points, it was good to get a review for the first 2 weeks, and took the time to have a team event and yeah. In this week, when the players were coming back, we started then to prepare for the Sheffield game, and yeah, we're looking forward.
What was the team event?
We wanted to sailing with a few sailing boats. It was a good race between the staff and the players. And finally, with the right champion, so it was good.
Anyone stand out, impress you that you were taken by surprise on the water?
No, everybody was busy. It was not calm. It was perfect weather, very windy, and the skippers did a good job, and we helped them to big week, and it was funny. And afterwards we were barbecue, and we wanted to do this 2 or 3 weeks before, but the weather was not perfect, and this time it was perfect.
How important are those events for team bonding, team spirit, morale?
Sometimes it's necessary, I think, and to show also the whole group that we belong together, and we try to do things together. It's good, and I like these things, and the players also enjoyed it. I think it was a wonderful weather, and experience you'll never forget.
And you mentioned the left backs a little while ago. If Bertrand isn't quite fit for the game, could we see Jake Perkins possibly brought in?
Is an option, yes, but we have others also. You know that Pierre Højbjerg played as a left back against Fulham in the cup, so there's also an option. Cedric can play on this side also, and Jan Wellerden on the right side. So I have a few options, and have to decide.
There's no cause for concern that you're short there, then, obviously with Matt Target being sold in the summer.
No, absolutely not. I think we know that we have a few options there on this position. I have very flexible players, and they show that they can, as a good player, can play every position.
And Sheffield United at the weekend, what you expect from Bramall?
Yeah, interesting opponent. I think they made a good impact in the league with a few points. Last result against Chelsea was massive. A point at Stamford Bridge is not easy to take, but they did a good job so far with an interesting tactic and good habits and automatism. I think good mentality team, and with the atmosphere in the stadium, always hard to play against. But yeah, we are also prepared. We want to go there and again, like in Brighton, be brave and press them early and try to win balls early, and that's what we did the last 3 games, and yeah, I think the players are now comfortable with this play, and we try to develop it.
Is it hard to prepare as a manager for a newly promoted team so early on in the season when there perhaps isn't that much footage?
Oh no, I think we have enough information about the team. They showed in the first games, how they want to play, how they want to play with the ball, and they have a few interesting movements, and yeah, we try to find the right answer.
Is it more difficult to play against new teams when they might put like an extra 10% because they want to prove a point every single week and they're always fighting?
Yeah, I think the first year in the Premier League, then it's to come back is always an interesting one. You have a lot of motivation and good atmosphere in your stadium because the fans love it to be back. You have to find a good balance of being motivated and also good organized. And, they showed in the first games that they found a good balance, and it's always not easy to play against a promoting team. But yeah, we know about our strength, and we try to put our strength on the pitch, and we have a few of that.
You said on the sailing that you got the right winners. Who do I take as far that you?
When you see that I'm smiling, you know I don't have to answer this question.
So the management came out on top of the players.
My coaches were fantastic. I think it was because we were the heaviest ones, and I think it's better for putting the boat in the right shape. So we had a little bit of advantage because of our body weight.
But in terms of team morale, it's all positive, and that just helps with the team spirit.
Yeah, I think it was a very, very interesting afternoon, and we trained in the morning, and then we went there and had a good experience together. It was a fantastic weather, I said it, and wind was perfect. It was not boring. It was really action, and we had to do a lot, and the races were very tight, and finally we won. But I think it's more about getting the first time. A few guys were the first time on a sailing boat, and I think they enjoyed it. Yes.
Did anyone surprise you? Any player that was particularly good?
They were far behind. I didn't see it. So I can't tell you if they are working well or not. I don't know.
And in terms of Musa, you say he may be coming back. Obviously, he scored that fantastic goal against Brighton. He looks like he can bring something different to your team. Is that fair?
Yes, that's what we expected when we signed him in summer, that he can bring us something special. And I think he showed it in the few minutes he played so far, that he can be the player who can make a difference sometimes. It was a pity that he was injured against Man United. We had a few injured players there, and even then we took a point that was important for us, very important for us. But sure, it will help massively if he would come back now on the weekend. I think the chances are not that big, but let's have a look. We don't have to decide it now. It's still 2 days to go. But I don't want to take too much risk, because we have a few games later, and it's a very busy September, and so we have to pay attention.
The goals are not flowing really at the moment for the strikers. Obviously, Shea is still to score. I think Danny's only got one goal. Is there any concern for you on that front? Not
really. I told you that as long as we create chances, I'm not really scared about scoring, and who does it in the end is not that interesting for me. I know that the guys can score, and even Nathan or Ingzi had shown that they can score, so I'm not really scared about that. We have so much quality in the front now, and so I'm more happy about our defense in the last games, that they showed that we can play clean sheets and also scoring, like Yannick in the last game. This is something they really deserve to get, because they worked so hard in the preseason, and we worked so hard on getting more balanced and better in our defense. So it looks that they developed their game, and this is what makes me more happy in the moment.
Pierre Højbjerg obviously has become one of your main players. He's your captain. He's into the last couple of years of his contract now. Is there any movement on that? The club in talks to extend his deal?
Yeah, we're still always in contact with his agent, and I think Pierre knows about his important role for this club. I think he appreciates very much that he's the captain of the team, and is always the player I have very much conversation with him, and his opinion is very important for me also, and he showed in the last month that he is a real captain and always positive and try to go forward, and I think this is what we need.
And is it important for the club that you get him tied down and so that he's here for a number of years into the future?
Yeah, same like Nathan is a good signal if he decides to stay with us longer. We would be happy, that's for sure, and he is a very important player for our team.
Carl?
Hi Ralph, just one question, but furthering on previous comments, you and Jake Bogan, do you have a particularly close relationship at the moment?
Once more, please.
Sorry, Jake Bogan, have you been in much contact with him? You obviously played a lot during pre-season. Quite a lot of fans are interested to see.
Yeah, sure. With all the young players, I try to speak a lot to tell them what I'm missing still or what is good so far. I think this guy is very, as with the ball, he has good solutions and good speed in front and a good left foot, I think. He was a former offensive winger and now he's playing the fullback position, but it's naturally not his best one, I think, especially in the 1-against-1 duels, in the defensive duels. He's not he's not that far in his development, I think, and that's why we must work on this part of his game. But that's normal. The young players, when they come to us, they show a few good things, but also things they must improve, and we'll help them to do so. And when we have the feeling, okay, it's another moment to give them a chance to play, then they will get the chance. When this chance comes, I don't know.